What's going on, everybody? Alex here, Nickens Lawn and Landscape. So if you've been watching our videos, you may know that we sold our old tailgate salt spreaders and we mentioned maybe getting some new salt spreaders. Well, today's the day. We got our new spreaders and we're going to be wiring them up. We actually may need to use them tonight. So really quick turnaround for us. Just a quick backstory. We bought this back plow right here. It is a Snowman 8-foot. That's going to go on our pickup truck. That is going to be part of our turnaround here. Got a lot of stuff going on in our snow game, but we picked that bad boy up on Saturday, which, if my memory is right, was the 11th. On the 12th, Sunday, we sat idle. On the 13th, Monday, I sold 2 of my salt spreaders to a buddy of mine, Logan. That's the video we did where we installed it on his truck. I sold him 2 of those. And then Tuesday, Nick and I went to Dayton, Ohio and picked up what I'm getting ready to show you, what I showed you in the previous video if you watched that. And then the next day, right, let me get my days straight here. Yeah, Wednesday, we came home with the we came home Tuesday night with the spreaders. Tuesday, it was all one day, there and back. 12 hours total. It was a long trip, but went and got these new spreaders, and then when we came home on Wednesday, I sold our 3rd salt spreader. So we had 3 starting this week of tailgate spreaders, and now we flip-flopped. It's now Thursday morning, about 7:30 a.m., and here we are. We got the Salt Dogg in the truck already. We bought 2 of the exact same spreaders. I'll explain this really quick. I did it in the last video, but here's what we got. So we got 2 wire harnesses. We got 2 controllers right here. We got the factory straps that both spreaders come with. We have 2 of the exact same spinners. One's on the back of the truck already. And then we got 2 of the factory tarps. And then we also got a spare controller that it came with. So it came with everything that these spreaders come with from the factory and the spare controller. And this one also has a light wired up, which is pretty cool. It's wired up to the 7-pin, so as soon as you turn your lights on, it's pretty rusty and corroded, but it does work. As soon as you turn your lights on for your truck, all your running lights, this light comes on. So anytime you have your salter on, you can just plug that into your 7-pin down there, and as soon as you turn your lights on, voila, you have your salt spreader light, which we already have those installed, but more light the better, especially when it's nighttime, you're out salting, you're trying to be quick, try not to hit anything, do the best job you can. The more light the better. So that's what we're looking at now. We're getting ready to run the wires and install the controller, so I wanted to pull the camera out and show you guys that process. I showed you the other day the process on a tailgate spreader, pretty similar to this. There's just a little bit more going on, so we'll dive into that right now, but I wanted to give you guys the breakdown on exactly what we got. So one more time, we got 2 of the exact same spreaders. They were bought at the exact same time in November of 2016, and we also got 1 spare controller. So everything's identical. We can swap out anything on either spreader, and that is huge to me, as you guys know, or huge to us. Nick's over here killing time, working. I like it. Not sitting idle, that's what we're talking about. But yeah, so we're gonna wire these bad boys up, and then we'll show you guys that process, and hopefully we'll get to go spread some salt tonight. That'll probably be a separate video, but today's Thursday, so we're gonna get this bad boy installed, and they're calling for some sleet kind of early in the morning or tonight going into tomorrow, so probably gonna have to go spread some salt for Friday morning to get everybody opened up, and they're calling for 1 to 3 Friday day/night. So may even get to do a little plowing this weekend. Like I said, that'll probably be a different video, but hopefully we'll get to show you guys that. So, all right guys, so we've got our harnesses laid out here. We've got our 2 pieces over there, the long one, that black plug, and then it goes back. That's what goes to the spreader, and there's 2 plugs back there. And you've got this shorter one. This one is black and white. That black and white right there goes to the battery, and then it runs in to the controller. So that red plug, that black plug, controller, battery, spreader. This one's the exact same, except this is red and black instead of white and black like it is over here. But that one goes to the red plug to the controller, black plug from the controller back to the spreader. So pretty self-explanatory. And then we've got these over here, the straps, like I said, these are the factory straps. Got the Salt Dog symbol on there, which is nice. Didn't have to go buy 8 straps, so that's definitely a plus to get those with it, and they match a lot better. So they were, some of them were seized up, some of them worked, but none of them worked very smoothly. So we are soaking them. I put a little bit of transmission fluid on them. That's what I like to use for this kind of stuff. It works pretty good. If you guys got a better solution for this, I definitely don't want to use any stinky gear oil or anything like that. But if you got a good solution for these straps and binders, things to free them up and just keep them lubed and make your straps last a long time. Binders are the same way. They get tangled up and just start to become a pain. So you definitely need some kind of lube, and transmission fluid has been working good for me. I've been using it for probably about a year. I'm sure there's better ways to do it, better stuff to use. So leave a comment down below, help me help others. What's the best thing to use to keep your straps and binders lubed up? But hopefully these will free up, and we're gonna go ahead and get this wire harness ran. We're gonna get this truck set up, and then immediately following, we're gonna set the other truck up to make sure we're ready to go for tonight's salt event and possibly tomorrow's snow event. So we'll see what happens, but I'm gonna set the camera up and we're gonna go ahead and get these wire harnesses installed. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we got her all finished up. All we did was run that main harness down the frame right here and zip tied it to another electrical harness. Ran that up under the frame here into the engine bay, and then right down, it's kind of hard to see, right there is a black rubber boot, probably about 2.5 to 3 inches. And that has a main harness feeding into your truck. So if you got one of these year's trucks, this would be 07 to 15-ish, somewhere in there. But those all should have that rubber boot there. And you can run right through that with your main harness that's coming from the back. And then you got your other harness that runs from your controller in there, out that same hole, up to your battery here. And that's what we got there. So many connections, that's all the plow stuff. And then over here, you got your negative. So pretty self-explanatory. I'll show you guys this controller and how it works, and then I'll show you the spreader working. But that's pretty much all we got for this one. But let's kick this bad boy on. So you hit power, and they're both going to go to 9 into blast mode, and then they'll both come back to 0. I don't know if you guys can hear these back here. I can hear them from inside the cab, but I'm going to go up here, put them both at 5. And you have 2 separate motors back there with the V-Box. You got one to run your auger or your drag chain, and then you got one that's running your spinner. So I got them both half speed. Vibrator, I know you'll be able to hear this. That definitely works. Vibrator works, and then we got our strobe light right here. I can't see hardly. There you go, now it's on. And then we got our light there. Like I said, vibrator right here. Let's go in the back and see what we're looking like. Turn that strobe off. Come back here, there's your spinner. And then the auger is up in there. I'll get a shot from the top here. You can see that moving down there in that gap. And then same thing in the back, that auger runs all the way through. And you've got 2 gaps like that with adjustable openings or baffles. And that runs the auger, that brings it down to this chute. The auger will drag it to the chute, comes down that chute, hits the spinner, and around she slings. So everything works. This light here works too. Plug that into your 7-pin here, and that's actually really nice. I like the way they did that. Just got a plug here, so super nice. I think what I'm gonna do, the only thing I have planned right now is we're gonna have a new one of these made and make it much bigger. It's gonna come up another inch or two and go down another 4 or 5, come out another 1 or 2, and I'm gonna use that to protect my truck here. But I don't want to put like a big piece of rubber or an old mud flap or anything down there. I know that's what a lot of people do. I don't want to do that because I don't want to block my lights. My lights are so close to where this is at. You can definitely see them. They're not hidden. But if I put something huge there, they will be hidden. So I'm going to beef it up as much as I can to protect my truck, but I'm not going to block my lights. So that's pretty much where we're at. We got the straps free. We got it all strapped down for now. We're going to be adding a couple D-rings up here. We're going to put one here and one over in the other corner, so this one's kind of pulling over to the side. We're going to do that, but all in all, it is wrapped up. We got everything zip tied and put away clean, so it looks good and it's ready to throw some salt. That's what matters. So everything works like it's supposed to. Happy about that. So we're going to move on probably to the other truck now. Got a few more things I want to do to this truck yet. Got some decals that are going to be coming. Stay tuned for that, but I don't want to give too much away here. But yeah, that's where we're at for this one. So I'm going to shut this spreader off, and I will see you guys in the next one.